Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, part two of this series. I found a lot faster way to do it than find and replace. I was redrawing it to just kind of play around with it, and it was find and replace is kind of neat, and it has its purpose, but you can't um, you can't do it this fast. So we've already, everything is. I haven't done these yet. Like that's all one piece. That's all one piece. But I haven't done this one here yet because I wasn't finished. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring this one up here. Now, everything is welded together. Even the rings are grouped together so they can't be picked. If we go through here and just pick the turquoise, we're not picking all the black or all the purple, and I'm just going to weld it there. And you can see now that that's all one piece. So you could do it all in one color. You wouldn't have to, because if you did it big enough, you'd run out of basic colors. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to try to, I'm going to use the same color as I did. Now, because I want to use it for a picture, let's use this blue. And once again, if you didn't watch part one, you'll be a little bit lost. And the whole idea when you're doing this is try to save some of the circles. Like if we finish that, you could use this one down here and we could still use these. So what I was saying, everything, as long as I just engulf that is welded now in a good piece. Let's put it over here and let's left click, right click, and look at it. It's all one piece. So I don't know what happened there. So I'm almost through, and then I'm going to show you how to make it a little bit harder. Because if you look, this one and this one is the same. I've done a little bit better, but it's a pain in the butt to use the same color. I'm going to use a different color on this just because I want it for my icon. I'm going to go and use yellow. So if the best thing I can suggest is you're going to lose some of the dots. That's no big deal. If you watch part one, you'll know. So we're almost through filling these in. I'll do them real quick. And I'll just use yellow. I can change them later. And, here you could go back. And this is why I like doing this out of the virtual segment delete key. Because if you make a mistake, you have to undo a bunch of cut lines. Where if you didn't, if you use the Smart Fill tool, it's quite a bit easier. I really need to find a hotkey for changing the color. That would be, of course, you wouldn't know what color to change to, but see, I'm going to lose one in the middle here, but that's going to be, I think, part of the puzzle. Now, just like you said, I can't select anything but the blue because I didn't select all the yellow or the turquoise, and I'm just going to weld it. Now, this isn't going to make the problem or the puzzle harder, but hopefully when I get to it, I'll show you what I was talking about. So we're going to lose that one in the corner there, and I'm going to go ahead and just do this real fast. So if you go back and forth, you're going to lose corner pieces. And then, like I did before, just select it all. I didn't select all the blue or all the yellow and weld it. Now we're almost through, and we'll go and change how to make my idea at least on how to make them harder. We've already burned that one, so let's go here. And see, now if I select it with the tool, on this one I could get the yellow, but if I come up from the bottom, so I don't have all the blue, all that blue, I've just got the yellow to weld it together. A couple more, then I'm going to show you my idea. I've got 3 ideas on how to make it a little bit harder for adults to play it or to put it together. And see, those are going to be identical shapes. So if we didn't make it harder, that would just be too easy to do. And well, you know what we could do? Just burn one. And that's what I like about the Smart Fill tool, is we could just keep going. That'll look good. Now I can grab all the red. And if you see my marquee, I'm just got the red. Now let's just do one. Let's use black. And then if you didn't watch part 1 to show how to make the backer board and the puzzle piece, but I'm hopefully going to show you. Now this one might be a little bit more difficult to get it, but what you could do is you could nudge these out of the way if you're afraid you're going to grab everything. Whoops, see, I didn't get all the black, but I've only got all black on that one. All right, now let's put these back. Now I'm going to actually take away, of course, you'd want your board in, well, we got to do it. We've got to. We don't really need the colors anymore. There's our puzzle pieces. And let's group them together. No, let's don't. Let's put a boundary around them and then move that out of the way. Now, I don't really have to do a boundary, but we know we're 1/4 of an inch, so I'm going to contour to the outside 0.6, 0.26, and then that way it does this. And like in the first video, I need to break the contour apart. Then grab the black, and then break the curve apart, and you can just nudge this out of the way and leave all that other stuff. So now we have our outline or a backer board, and you can do all the rest of the work after you're done manipulating it. So I don't know if this is going to 100% work. I'm going to get rid of all these, and I'm going to group this together and put P. This is really taxing my computer. I've done all the colors away. I think I hit print. Okay, I'm going to make 2 copies of it. Okay, my first, that might be the best and the easiest, is to select it. And I'm glad I've left this hollow because I'm going to show you. Go to Object and Perspective, add a perspective. And we're just going to bring this in a little bit. So now it's different. This one, I don't know if there's another. So this triple is no more like that triple anymore. So if we take this and fill that in, and let's rotate it -90. And let's put it in this hole. You can see it's not going to fit. So that piece will not fit in there. So that's one of my ideas, is perspective. The other one, and it might be a little bit wild, is go to the twirl tool and twirl it. Just ever bit, so little bit. I've got mine set on 2, so it's barely moving. Now, none of those pieces are the same. The other one, I had an idea that I don't know that works, and it's together, is to make it into a circle. Might be pretty cool. Let's see if it works. Grab your item, go up to Effects and Envelope, and put an envelope form. Look what it did to our puzzle. So that isn't going to work, because then this piece would be too thin. That's pretty cool. You know what? Let's try this. Let's break this apart. Let's get rid of our outside trim. . 'Cause And let's just do this. Control G to group it. Envelope form. That's going to work, my friends. There's something off right there. I didn't weld one of them together, but that's easily fixed with the virtual segment delete key. But see now, this might be my favorite. So then all you would do is take a, so we're huge. We're huge. Let's make this thing 12 by 12. And let's put P to put in the center of the page. And what you're going to want to do is make it, somehow that messed up that right there. I must not have, I did not group it all together. And I've been playing around this afternoon or evening, and I've got my computer running slow because I've done some, I need to reboot. Yeah, that didn't happen till, there we go. I did not group it all together. So let's group it all together, Control G. I still want to put it in the center of the page. The perspective tool, I think, will work. It doesn't like something. It doesn't like something. I don't know what it is. I must not be grabbing it all. Well, you know what? I need to fix that right there. And we might have to create a new object with the Smart Fill tool. That would be very easily done. But this should not do that. Let's make sure we get it all this time. And let's group it together. Okay, that's calling it a group. So maybe it won't work like this. Okay, yep, I didn't have it all grouped. It's one of those times I wish I hadn't gone here. Gone down this road. Control G to group. Let's make it smaller. Yep, something in the, we might have to, if that would work, which would be pretty cool. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry it took your time. Perspective would be cool because they're not going to be the same. And it would, if I made the pieces pretty big for the video, if you had 100 pieces, it would be a little difficult to put together. Anyway, I hope that helped somebody someday, and thank you for watching.